Hey, Greg Luchak here. It's Sunday, September 16th, doing my weekly blog. And today I'm gonna pose a question to you, and if you catch me looking away, it's because I've got some notes. So I'm new to this video thing, so I'm still getting used to doing it. But here we go. Can you retire at 65? I was out running an errand this morning in the car, listening to the radio, and BMO commercial, which is a Bank of Montreal commercial, came on the radio, and the byline was 65% of Canadians are not prepared to retire when they turn 65. I'm willing to bet that same statistic mimics the same situation in the United States. I've been talking about this for a number of years now. So since the subject came up, I thought I'd bring it up. It was brought up by a bank, and I've heard this before by other banks over the years. So I'm going to bring it up again and talk about it again. So do you know where you stand? Millennials, the young people, typically of their age group, hesitate and are not focused on the future long term. However, the boomers are now living it, and Gen X is starting to understand it. Expert financial planners and economists believe that we need to have at least $500,000, $500,000 in the bank, own our homes, have the car paid off, and have a pension income that averages at least 60% of our annual income. How's that working for you? It's my opinion, but I am sure most would agree that they're not doing the right things to achieve those goals long term or even short term. Have you thought about how you will accomplish those kind of savings and retirement income? What do you do if you work at a job that doesn't have a pension plan, for example? Can you save 10% of your income? I have an answer for you that maybe you aren't looking for, but you need to seriously start thinking about it. And it's multiple streams of income. Not 2 or 3 jobs where you're running around with your head cut off and have no time for your family or to do anything. Start thinking and acting like an entrepreneur. Build businesses and invest in real estate as a solution. Now, here's an idea, food for thought. If you manage to save some money, and your idea was to buy a house, say you have $50,000, and for those of you who don't, I'll get to that, but for those of you who have saved for example, $50,000, which on average about 10% of a $500,000 home, you're going to get a $450,000 mortgage. That mortgage over 25 years is probably going to cost you in the neighborhood of about $790,000 with interest. Another $112,000. Well, I think that's the interest part, because I have some numbers here, for that $500,000 house. Not including that the maintenance and renovation costs to keep the house will cost about another $75,000. So your $500,000 house over that 25-year period is going to cost you close to $1 million. And if barring no market crashes or stagnation, if your house goes up on average 3% a year, maybe 5%, it's going to be roughly worth what you put into it, about $1 million. So you're about a break-even situation. Is it making any sense to you to do that? I have an alternate solution for you. Take your $50,000, find a nice residential commercial property, about 5 units plus, so it's commercial. You may have to search around in other cities, check out different markets to find these, but they exist all over the place. You take your $50,000, you buy a 6-unit, for example, $250,000 to $300,000. On those type of numbers, you're going to be looking at a net pre-tax profit of $8,000 a year. That's after mortgage, taxes, and operating expenses. That's your money making money. And that same house that you wanted to buy, you could likely rent it or rent something similar to it for about $2,000 a month with no maintenance costs. Your investment income will subsidize your rental expenses by a third, 33%. In 25 years, your rental property will be paid off, earning you a net pre-tax somewhere around $60,000, with a net worth of about $600,000. It is based on its business value, not its market value. Now, for those of you who can't save money for whatever reason, and there are many reasons, the answer is to start a business. Earn more so you can save more. And guess what? That likely is the 60% income, retirement income, that $60,000 from that rental part will likely be your retirement income that the experts say that you will need to have. considering that if you do have the ability to save $50,000, you'll likely have an above average income today. Those of you who save that $50,000, likely earning around 100 grand a year, it's probably taken two of you to do that. You're pooling your income. It's hard to do today because people aren't making the money they need to make. How you use your money is critically important. The banks, our governments, and academic institutions will never teach you those facts. In fact, they encourage you to be good little employees and then criticize you when you can't seem to accomplish their plan for you. Make your own plan. Don't let anybody else dictate your financial future. I just gave you food for thought. It's a solution to a problem that many have. Take it into consideration, and as always, you keep crushing it. Have a great day.